Brene Brown has once said in the book, "A brave leader is someone who says, I see you, I hear you, I don't have all the answers, but I am going to keep listening and asking questions." This has totally changed my perspective of how a successful leader should be. Hi, my name is Jasmine, and today I will talk about a community-based project. The two leadership skills I need to have in order to be successful in the project, and a leadership skill that I will have to develop and improve on. Let me first give you a brief idea of what our project is like. Our vision is to improve the quality of life for children with disabilities in Vietnam through accessible education. We plan to collaborate with Christina Noble Foundation and carry out a program in the Tan Duan Peace Village, an orphanage in Hanoi, Vietnam. We aim at providing education to about 80 children with disability so as to close the education gap between children with disability and children without disability in Tan Duan Village. Firstly, one of the most important leadership skills I need to have in order to achieve success is to have courage. Brene Brown has once said, "The level of collective courage in an organization is the absolute best predictor of that organization's ability to be successful." Courage is important in all different aspects in leadership and also needed when working with different stakeholders. Courage is needed when being the first to say which role I want to be in role allocation. It is also needed when I want to guide the thinking direction of my group. Much courage is even needed when I disagree with my groupmates and how I voice that out in the group as a leader. With sufficient courage, it helps to bring group dynamics into the group when everyone is willing to share. I feel so small and insignificant in the big community sometimes, and therefore courage is needed for me to pitch for the $100,000, for example, so that my small little proposal might potentially bring about big changes to the community that I would like to help. Courage helps effective engagement when in group meetings with Christina Noble Foundation or with Rangpur Fund Association, when we have to bring up our own ideas or advocate for the target population with regard to equipment or allocation of funding. Especially with Rangpur Association, they don't have any wheelchairs or equipment donated to Vietnam by far. This will take courage for me as a group leader to raise their awareness of the need in Vietnam, hoping to provide sufficient equipment for children with disabilities in Vietnam. It is important to practice courage at all times and to overcome or dominate our fears when sharing ideas, instead of letting our fear to dominate us. The second most important leadership skills I need to have in order to achieve success is to pay respect. Brene Brown has once said in her book, "Daring leaders work to make sure people can be themselves and feel a sense of belonging." In order to achieve respect, it is important to take time to acknowledge my group members or any stakeholders' thoughts and feelings when being a leader. This might help to achieve mutual respect in a group. When working with my group mates, I should listen to all my group mates' ideas. Even if their ideas disagrees with me, I should not criticize but discuss about how to make our ideas better as a whole. When working with my organization, I should respect them as experienced professionals and listen to what other colleagues have to say before expressing my viewpoint. For example, when working with Christina Noble Foundation, it is very important to pay respect and to set up achievable ground rules for everyone to follow. With fair rules between group leaders and members, minimizes the gap in between roles and also avoids members who feel like this leader might have taken advantage of them. This will naturally affect the atmosphere of the group to be more welcoming, allowing different members of the group to share ideas comfortably. With more brainstorm and everyone's input helps to make our projects more solid and down to earth, achieving our success in the community-based project ultimately. One leadership skill that I would like to improve on is the dominance in leadership. I have done the DISC personality test previously, And to my surprise, my personality is actually quite evenly divided among the 4 characteristics. After a discussion with my group mates, I found out that our group actually lacks a dominant presence, which may lead to a dead end when feeling uncertainty. During this uncertainty of what our major focus of the community-based project makes me feel that if I have more dominance to guide thinking of our group, might help to lead us everyone to a better direction. Brene Brown has also struck me with the following sentence. When we spend our lives waiting until we are perfect or bulletproof before we walk into the arena, we ultimately sacrifice relationships and opportunities that may not be recoverable. I found out that the reason behind myself not having enough dominance is that I am often too scared to express my ideas, as I think that they're not perfect enough. However, just as what Brene has said, this will often lead me to a loss of opportunities to express my own thoughts and get feedback that can make me better. In the long run, I might have chances to educate a group of carers and guide their thinking, but with insufficient dominance, it might be hard for me, difficult to lead them effectively or to educate them, making it hard to achieve our ultimate goal for the community-based project. With all the reasons make me feel like there is really an immediacy to enhance the dominance in my leadership. For the next 12 months, I can try sharing my ideas with someone I trust first before sharing in the group to seek for credible feedback to boost my confidence in speaking before I share with a group of people I already know. Also, I can tell my group mates that I would like to be the dominant person of the day, let's say the black hat or the CEO, to increase my opportunities to practice speaking gradually from in front of a group of friends that I am really familiar with to in front of a group of strangers that I have barely seen eventually. When being nominated to be the leader of the group, I should fully utilize this opportunity to self-examine my behavior, write down all the reflections I have on how I can improve. This can help to identify my weak spots in leadership and addressing them accordingly. Now that I have finished reading the 2 books of Brene Brown, I would love to know leadership from another person's point of view. I want to read a book by Simon Sinek with a book title of Starts with Why, How Great Leaders Inspire Everyone to Take Action. This book might help me to enhance my understanding of how to create a trust and safe environment with group members, decision making and leadership, and how to lead a group of people with why, what, and how. I believe that by more practices and exposure to different leadership skills can help to build up my confidence in speaking and can better shape my unique leadership style that will benefit me for the rest of my life. Thank you.